here.
10 seconds remaining.
But overall, yeah, with the Hoodwink gone as well, it's a lot of support focus coming out from the Pit Ponies.
All right,
But
one moment.
overall, a great start here, I think, from both sides. I'm kind of lacking the amount of cores being focused on, but more than likely to see. More than happy to see some weird approaches here. Sand King, now that's here I haven't seen in ages.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Lion.
Radiant team ban.
Behold the horn of Magnus.
We're going in with the Magnus first, and Pit Ponies. I mean, it is a pony after all, if you think of Magnus. 4 legs and all, although he's kind of more like a rhinoceros, to be fair. Not really, as the Lion is definitely one of the most picked supports currently in the patch, with the Hex and the Earth Spike, and of course the change to the Mana Drain. He's being kind of overpowered, if you ask me.
Yeah, and I think it's also the Lion as a pick is also a pretty good
Dire team pick.
deny pick for the Pit Ponies, because there's now a couple of illusion heroes that might not be as viable, because Hex just gets rid of them, especially with the, I think, Mana Drain kills illusions as well.
Whoa, that might have been a misstep right there from the Dragons. In my eyes, that is a weird answer to the Witch Doctor, and this early into the game, it's doesn't seem straight up answered, because how does the Faceless Void fight into the good old Death Ward?
Yeah, I mean, as long as they can prevent, as long as they can get the Witch Doctor in it, because if the Witch Doctor's outside of it and then manages to drop it on the outside of the Chrono, Faceless Void's gonna have a bad time.
Doesn't seem that safe of a bet so far, and even with the Shaman now, they're doubling down on these outside the Chrono disables coming in from the Ponies as the Dragons. I do like the Pugna, but I still don't see the answer to the Magnus. I would have expected a Rubik, as the classic counter to Mr. RP.
Yeah, I mean, there's the. I feel like at this point, if they've gone for the Shadow Shaman with the Witch Doctor as well, I feel like the Pit Ponies are going to want to try. It feels like they're trying to end this relatively quickly. It feels like they're trying to get as much push as possible. Kind of force the Dragons to react to them maybe a little bit, and with Faceless Void's Chrono having as long a cooldown as it is, I think it's about as long as Shaman's. Shaman's cooldown is what? 140 something, 110 seconds, and then Faceless Voids is something like
120, as far as I believe.
160. It's 160 early doors. Good lord.
Yeah, it goes down to 140 overall.
Yeah, Jug being picked up as the carry now. Yeah, it's starting to smell to me like the Pit Ponies want the ability to close up early, but the Jug can scale late if needs be. Especially if he can get. Am I right in thinking that if Jug gets the Omni off before the Chrono hits off, he'll still keep bouncing? I am right in thinking that, right? Or does the Chrono stop the Omni/dead?
Nah, it doesn't stop the Omni/dead. So until you can visibly see your target while the Omni/ is on, you still keep on bouncing. But basically, the tactic is usually you drop the Chrono and then Glimmer the Faceless Void as soon as possible, so he doesn't bounce anywhere and then he's stuck in there.
Yeah, and I imagine Pugna can end up with Glimmer Cape quite easily if he's able to. if he's
And,
able to farm the dead lane
and don't,
with the
don't
Nether
even
Blast.
and don't even get me started on the fact that Pugna can just Decrepify you. So any Omni Slash affected targets can just
Yeah, of course.
Decrepify, and then you're just great. You're
Yeah,
golden.
I think I quite like Pugna as a support. I again another hero I like playing in just about any position. But
Radiant
I
team
quite like
ban.
the utility he gives. So this Kunkka is probably off lane. We've been seeing a lot of off lane Kunkka more than mid in the last sort of 4 or so months. Because the water park has been nerfed, but it's still
10
good.
seconds remaining.
I still think rushing mid with it is still a good one, to get that water
5
park a little
seconds
earlier.
remaining.
But I think either or position is what I've seen in my experience all over the world. But the Kunkka nerf has been like different responses to it have been variant. As I think with the Huskar ban, I'm kind of getting a possible Ember Spirit vibes from Dragons.
Maybe, yeah, could be something. I think
10 seconds
it's not
remaining.
been banned as of yet, so it is there. I don't know if their
5
mid
seconds
plays it,
remaining.
but I feel like Ember's probably the worst of the spirits mid, but there he still has a place. Um,
The backline approach onto the Witch Doctor and the Shaman is definitely a reason why I would go for it. On the
yeah, I
other
mean,
hand,
on the same vein, you've got Storm, um, but Storm might not be happy with the Pugna because of the ward.
it's confusing. On the other hand, like pit ponies can
Dire
go
team ban.
just ban it exactly what they're gonna do, and
Yeah, okay, yeah, they've
just as you
just
mention
banned
it,
it themselves.
and
Yeah,
also
I also
I'd ban the Invoker if I'm pit ponies though, as well,
I
just in
don't
case
again
for the Faceless Void.
I don't know if their mid plays it. Um, the
10
Dragons are the
seconds
team that I,
team
I
ban.
know the least about. Oh, well, they were clearly thinking about Ember Spirit as well. Nice catch from you
Or
there,
they're just
JD.
sniping the stream,
Radiant
dude.
team pick.
Obviously,
Up there we go.
obviously.
There is not going to be a I have some pretty nasty things to say about Tinker players. I think that they should all be made to sign something, if you know what I mean.
Right.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Tinker's a disgusting hero. Just get it out of this game. Get it removed.
5 seconds
Um,
remaining.
but yeah,
Overall,
that's
with a nice approach here, getting that banned. Still think the Invoker is the clear pick here if the mid laner plays it. Other alternatives, I'd say, I would never go for the Void Spirit, not in this patch. He does feel like
you
his skin is a
actually
little
does.
slow.
I don't know why I said that Ember's the worst of the spirits. I forgot that Void Spirit exists.
Yeah, no, then then comes the third Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles brother. That would be the Earth Spirit, and he's even worse than the bunch.
Earth Spirit, we were seeing a lot of Earth Spirit mid. I don't has anything changed dramatically
Oh,
from
that's changed a
from B?
lot. Like
Oh really?
yeah, little
Oh.
boy has been nerfed to death. He's not okay. In the last two patches alone,
Dire
Oh
team
never
ban.
had
wow.
some good time. As going for the
Oh, there
Viper.
we go. It's my boy. It's my flappy green boy. I'm surprised I didn't think about him. The the change to the break being on his ult, I first thought I wouldn't be happy
You
with
may
it.
now select your
I
heroes.
love it. I think I've had more fun playing this hero than I've had in a long time. So looks like yeah, feel like I was right about the I feel like I was right about the Kunkka being I think Deadly is their offlaner. I mean, again, Viper could potentially be played as an off. I actually quite like playing Viper offlane. Um, I feel like Sniper versus Viper is. I've been on that lane plenty of times. I've won it as the Viper plenty of times, and I've lost it as the Viper a fair few times too. I think it just depends on how good
And
the sniper is at sort of just keeping a distance.
It boils down to vision and range, doesn't it? Overall,
Yeah.
I think that's the main thing you're looking at. Because
Prepare for
if you can
battle.
get the approach, you can. I would assume you can get that kill. Although with the ganking potentials coming out from the shaman or the VD, that could be, or WD. I don't know. We call it a VD for some reason here.
Probably because the W's not pronounced like a W, I
Nah, it's not. We don't
guess?
pronounce. It's not two U's. It's two V's. Like Jesus Christ, English is so weird sometimes.
Sometimes. You mean you can drop the sometimes and you'll still be right, honestly.
Right.
We're looking for a cheeky first blood down bot. They've got a I think they got the lineup for it, honestly.
Yeah, Pit Pony's going with the 5-man smoke down onto the bottom, but the Faceless Void, Tavi's just
Thirty
cowardly hiding
seconds to
behind the
battle.
tower.
Or pragmatically, I would say pragmatically. If I were in these guys' position, I'd be thinking a similar thing.
Yesterday,
Looks
I
like that.
managed to watch one of the best Faceless Void plays. Like in 7 minutes, he had like 10 kills on the board. Finished the game like 15-2 and 23. That was some bonkers play from Faceless Void. So
That's crazy.
more than curious to see if Tavi was watching those kinds of replays or he has another idea of how to approach the game, as it's a fairly peaceful beginning. 2-on-2 on the runes.
Oh, okay.
Finally with the pick up there from Mizrian.
Okay, so it looks like is actually the Kunkka mid. Interesting. Oh.
Weird approach right there.
So I'm not sure. I don't think. I mean I don't think I like this for the Kunkka, in all honesty. Yeah, he'll be able to get the
Them last
get
hits
some
and
denies, but I also don't. I think the sniper's just going to be able to just like plonk away at him whenever he wants without any real impunity.
I think if there's a shrapnel and then you can get a few of those tiebringers in, it should be a good lane. As a top, we did mention or did watch Dominicus eat some right clicks overall, and yeah, situation's been quite chill as there's that tiebringer. A bit of denies coming out from the sniper himself, but down on bottom we might have some action here. Maybe. Nah, no. Natalia, or not yet. Nadia is just keeping them at bay. But yeah, good old Moby. You know, can't really make that catch because as soon as he goes there, he will get the shockwave on his face. So
yeah, I think Kunkka just going with the standards, just get two bracers, by level 4, have over 1,000 health, because yes, that's balanced, sure. Sure, whatever. We've got, looks like early doors. Yeah, Viper just going straight, looking at like he's wants to go straight for the Boots of Seed, the Mage Slayer. I do, however, see that Viper, that unless he isn't planning on building the second slip of ability, that Viper is victim to the. Have you seen the bug where if you try and build, you queue up 2 Wraith Bands? I think it does it with any of those stat items. But if you try and queue up 2 of them, complete building one of them,
it cancels the other one.
and it cancels the second one. No idea why it does it.
I don't know, and I even shift control my builds, and it still does it to me as a. Ooh, Tavi getting some little bit of love down bottom. Although up top we do have Dominicus also getting approached. Overall, the fight not really working out on either side's favor. It's a bit of tickling, you know, back and forth. But let's be honest here, like Dominicus can just basically spin off the poison with his speed, and then just go for the healing ward in level 3 or 4.
Yeah, I mean, early doors, he super doesn't want to do that. It's on a 42-second cooldown, whereas the PT has no real cooldown apart from, you know, mana cost. It's just gonna be a case of really careful positioning on the side of Demon and Nez's part. If they can get the shackle spin combo, it's realistically going to be the Lion that they need to get, because as I'm sure you can appreciate, you know, Lion can interrupt it whenever. But
Down
that
bottom,
point,
Nadia looking for the approach. Moby in with another blast, but eventually the Voodoo Restoration proves to be enough sustain for this, and they will just take the reward as their reward right there.
I see what you did there. Well, they've got all 3 abilities now on Witch Doctor, so they do have the potential to maybe burst down this Pugna. I think Pugna might be about to die.
There's that Mallet with the connection, half
no.
HP with the shockwave. That should be enough with the level 2 Maledict, or level 1 Maledict actually. So maybe one more ping inside the base. It's not going to be enough. Moby will make it home.
However, that does now mean the Faceless Void is all alone in this lane. I think if the sass is coming. You pop the mango. Oh!
Looking for the connection in with the skewer, pushing him out from under the tower,
Oh,
and with the Voodoo Restoration, they just hold it on. But actually,
However,
first blood on the mid lane with the shockwave, they get the Faceless Void. But still, as you mentioned, Rob Lob is still gonna have a better time, as Demonicus will also die here up top. It's not a good day for Course today.
No, it's really good early hustle there from the pit ponies. Just again, every little bit of difference made down the bottom lane by the fact they were able to push the Pugna away, and then at that point, Void really needed to have presence of mind there and back off, and just stayed and got a bit greedy. I mean, they will take a little tiny consolation prize in the form of Lion going and getting the top side bounty rune, considering that Nadu was able to use the freedom to go and get the one bottom. But you know, it's this little copium victories at this point, really, isn't it? It's a bit sad.
I think at this point you will take anything you can get.
Sniper level 6 to Kunkka's level 4. Sorry there, I do apologize for that.
It happens. We're all professionals here.
Yeah, just the difference really starting to show up already in that lane. Like I said, just being able to just force out and just not really let him get much of a
Demonicus going in with the spin as the Shackle holds on to the Viper a little bit more, but the Pit Pony can take the Pit Viper for another ride. It's going to be 4-4-1 right now for the Ponies. It's the Dragons. Well, it's with a 2k net worth difference. Not all is lost just yet.
Oh no, they've got a really late carry in the form of the Void. If the Viper can get a bit more off, he can also have a lot of threat against, you know, the sniper and the Jug. I personally, as a Viper, one of my favorite things is picking off Juggernauts who don't seem to realize just how tanky Vipers can build.
Or how slow the Viper strike actually makes you as the some of the wisdom runes are picked up. Let's check on those net worths, Rob Lob. Well, that lane went exactly as you read.
Yeah, it's what you do. You're being like, I think that's a really difficult lane for the Kunkka, to be honest, because like I said, anytime you want to go up and hit creeps, you know, Sniper's just like, oh well, I'm just gonna just harass you, it's free, as long as he stands in a good enough place to not get hit by the Tidebringer.
Could he be dying here? There's no assassinate available, level 8. Probably going for the exact same crystal build I just saw 2 days ago, and then he'll just need to make the escape right there.
Shame.
Shame.
The Thompson, I just build, right click, forever.
Up top, Nesbit going down just after Demonicus as well. Well, there goes the dragon. It will bite you back.
Yeah, no, they are starting to get their own headway back in. We've got a bit more now on the Viper. The Viper going for an early level in Nether Toxin. I'm not entirely against it, in all
Sorry to
honesty.
interrupt you. Deadly about to die once again. Blood Grenade tries to slow him down a little bit, but with this haste rune, just keep up the contact. Take out the Kunkka. Deadly. Dead once again.
Yeah. What do you do?
What do you do?
This just I have no answer for that.
It's a sniper. Like, oh, what can you do?
I mean, at this stage, I think what needs to happen is we need to get Viper up to level 6. I honestly think it's going to be a case of rotate both the other cores to go and look for and hunt down the sniper just to try and slow him down. And then, okay, yeah, he's dead for what, 40 odd seconds, like 30 odd seconds, and then he just goes right back to it. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, that purchase still gonna be tough though. As Tavi gonna go for the Mask of Madness build into the Maelstrom later on. There's a nice little ring around the rosy for both of them. Seldrick will just not go into that play. And Nadia keeps him at bay with the Mallet and everything else, so...
Yeah, just wants nothing, no part of it, right?
Up top
Oh
is where the
dear.
action continues.
Oh dear.
Blob with a few more right clicks should get the Lion as well. And then keep on going. Demonicus.
Even giving it to him, yeah.
Come on, just get that vision with the assassinate. Demonicus can just keep on chasing. Down goes the Viper. This Presti has nothing to give back on this.
I think have we got a level 6 yet on the Shaman? We don't yet, but gonna be there very shortly. So again, just doing what I said in the drafting phase. I think that they're just like, okay, we want this game over relatively quickly. We've we've got Corey to watch. Sorry.
Push potential is actually both teams have agreed. Or actually, all 4 teams have agreed that we will have the best of 1 separately. So we have another match for you right after this one. But the assassinate once again onto Deadly. It's not going to be enough though. It was a good aim, but the execution wasn't there perfectly.
Sometimes not killing the hero and just forcing them out of lane is sometimes actually worse. Because sometimes it takes them even longer. Because sometimes just walking back to base, healing, and then TPing, it sometimes feels like it takes longer.
Wasted time. That's all you want. We want the enemy to waste a lot of time, especially in the early to mid game.
Like I absolutely think that the play coming from the ponies is they're going to be looking to push the top tower, because if they can get rid of the top tower,
Tavi dropping that chrono up top. Dominicus in trouble, gets Viper Strike as well, and they'll get the kill. But Seldrick with the RP, skewering people under the tower, could just be a little bit more. Fixing him down, holding a little bit well, but Roblox taking a kill on the support, and Presti will eventually die to his wounds.
Yeah, that's really good play there. Really good reactions from the ponies. I'm a little bit sad that they dropped the. I'm a little bit sad that they dropped the snakes under the tower. I actually don't think they needed to do it. I think they could have just gone and pushed. But I also get you want to secure the kills. You want to share the mean business. And again, the Faceless Void's ult is a longer cooldown.
Nadia, gonna get targeted a little bit. Sorry to cut you off there, but this arm cut down. That is gonna be a dead Witch Doctor. Smizrian looking for another target. Hex onto the Hexer. As Roblob, he'll just keep them at bay, shrapnel on their heads, and tell them to get the hell back.
Yeah, like what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Walk up to a sniper who's just gonna right-click them? I think Viper honestly needs to consider the moment he's got this Mage Slayer finish, and honestly, I'm looking at their lineup again, and I actually don't feel like the Mage Slayer is gonna do for them what they think it might. There's not actually as much magic damage on the side of Pit Ponies to worry about as much as there is physical from the cores. I think that I think that the Mage Slayer might turn out to be a mistake. I think it might be better to maybe go Blade Mail. I think Blade Mail needs to be the next grab anyway against this sniper. I think that, yeah, it's not optional.
Dire's top tower
Because
is under
I think
attack.
the Viper will be able to out-tank the sniper and possibly kill him. So in
Any
the
approach you
meantime,
can make, you could do, but the Lion will fall Misrian once again. Yeah, maybe it's a smoke play you need to do on this sniper, because any kind of approach you do, he'll just keep on right-clicking someone down.
Radiant's top tower
yeah,
is
and
under
even
attack.
then, the sniper's doing what he needs to do. He's now pushing lanes with someone alongside him and just giving space for um for Demon to farm elsewhere, also with backup.
This is Nesbit dropping. Doesn't even need to drop the bomb for that tier 1 tower up top to go down. As predicted, the offlane will go first. And yeah, that's just what do you do with your dragons? You gotta wait as the chrono will drop down on the bottom. A bit of right click onto Nadia. Can they get the kill? Hex down onto Tavi. Hold him down with the shackles. Reverse. Life drain. Back onto the faceless void. As with the catch, Mrs. Nesbit will die. It's a triple kill for Presti.
Nice.
Dropping it off. Seldrick pushing him back under the dead wards as the
Oh!
Mass Serpent will take care of Mrs. Presti right there. Well,
That was very good there from Seldrick.
posthumous kill. It doesn't stop though, as Rob Law will take out Moby as well.
Yeah.
Oh, they do return the massacre from the pit ponies. Onto the tier 1 tower on the bottom they go.
Like, I think that fight could have gone. I think that fight could have gone even better for the Dragons. I think that Tabby needed to hold fire on the chrono. I don't think it was necessary to kill the Jug, and then could potentially have had the chrono as a threat for other people turning up to the fight, maybe.
It's just what
But-
lockdown do you use though on the Juggernaut is the question.
It was
It's not the
already
chrono.
close to dead. I think he was already going to die to the. I think he was already going to die to the DOT from the Viper, honestly.
No, it's a good question though, because when you get into Omni Slash mode, which he didn't get to use in that situation,
Yeah, I guess there is
Yeah.
that. I guess
You-
there's
you
the making
don't-
sure he doesn't do
yeah,
it.
you don't get any damage. Now that's the biggest problem, I think. So leaving him alone or running away from him would have been an option, but overall,
That's
not that
so
great.
sad. Not only did Nadia not die, she didn't even get the
Radiant's
ward.
middle
That's so
tower is
sad.
under attack.
well, it happens. I mean, this can happen for pit ponies. Getting that information, dying for that information, I think is essential. As Moby losing so much HP from the assassinate, but he will survive. At the end of the day, the shockwave almost reaching Seldrick.
All right,
Shoving them back.
are we gonna get to the point where Sniper decides to start having fun and go for the stupid
Dire's top
Kanda
tower is
build?
under attack. Radiant's middle
I hope
tower
so.
has fallen.
But I think they're gonna go for the
Yeah, no, I think that's
Hurricane
gonna.
Pike first as Misrian going
Yeah.
down. The Viper makes a connection Presti. Gotta throw everything at the sniper right now as Deadly gonna go in with the X-Mark. Pull him back, Rob Law, but the pull is just too early.
Oh.
The ghost ship will miss, but oh, the chrono coming out from
Okay.
Tavi, holding on there. Rob Law will still die. Seldrick threatening with the RP. They're gonna scatter instantly from the dragons. They're holding their head high as they are trying to walk out of there, but Deadly might just die here. Dominicus looking for the connection. There's the Omni Slash. Could it bounce onto the wave? It will, and Deadly will disconnect, but still, they're just spinning on him with the Blade Fury as well as the Kunkka eventually gets back up. The cavalry has arrived as Demonicus needs to back off. Finger of Death. X marks the spot, and they will take down the Jugger.
Nice, really good hustle there.
Execution is there as Moby is giving off the information right now with the Pugna. Down he goes as eventually the spitting will continue from Presti. They'll get the 2 counter kills as Nadia falls once again in this location. And it's looking like the Dragon's Breath is burning the ponies right now.
This was a really close. I was expecting after the first sort of 5 minutes and seeing how much the sniper had managed to peel away. I thought we were about to have a really nice long intermission before the next series. But no, it looks like we're Looks like we're in for. Looks like we're in
Dire's
for
middle
one.
tower
I'm,
is
I'm
under
here for
attack.
it. I'm happy that this is getting more and more competitive. They've managed to bring it down to a sub 1k lead.
There's a best of one, so I guess both teams are getting greedy and hungry for it. Dragons, if you check on the graph, it's a 64% percent win probability for them. Presty trying to hide, doesn't get to drop any of the spells, gets shackled down, and the Viper will get eliminated here as Mrs. Nesbit keeps on looking on. And then when they realize that there's vision here, they'll just distinguish that instead.
Yeah, this the they are. I'd say the pit ponies overall, in terms of what capacity for aggression they have. I think that largely the fact that this sniper's got this massive lead that he does, you know, is
Radiant's
ults on
bottom
really
tower
short
is under
cooldown. You can
attack.
just right click away quite happily. So I think that they do
Moby
have
getting
lots of-
caught out. There's the assassin, and with that Malik, he's more than surely dead. I mean, he can try. Moby can still try.
Oh,
With that life drain, it's right there.
nice.
Nadia helps him out there at the very end,
Uh,
giving some of their lives from the Voodoo Restoration. So Moby will survive the Maledict overall, but gives away the vision on this high ground.
Smoke looking for the Smoke looking for a demon here on the jug. I think
Demonicus Misrian
Misrian.
does have the Hex on. It's off cooldown, but do they want to use it? No, they want the other team to arrive, the rest of the team to arrive on time with their spike and the Hex, the finger. They're going to drop everything at
Yeah,
the
just
Juggernaut.
get them out. Just get them out of it.
They're focusing heavily on Demonicus and not that much on Rob Lob, so at least they're eliminating one part of the threat.
Yeah, I get, but I honestly, they need to really strongly consider looking, like prioritizing looking for a sniper now. This is getting a bit problematic. Like, he will end up, once he's got that Hurricane Pike, it's gonna be nigh on impossible to get on him. You'll have to be able to get him pop in the chrono before anything else. Like, I don't think it's
True, but I don't see the answer to Rob Lob just yet. Seldrick looking for the approach onto Deadly, but he'll manage to escape in time as he's still gunning for that Aghanim Scepter we talked about in the beginning of the game. 21 minutes to know he's got the Blade Nails, the Ogre Axe. The rest of the team will get the Tormentor. Moby gets his Shard, which is going to be the life drain with the good old Nether Ward. I wish it would, do the reverse heal as well at the same time. That would be way more fun on the Pugna.
You mean the
Well, if you life drain the ward itself, it only goes for the sucking motion. It doesn't go for the healing back motion.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I feel like that would. It
That
would
would be
basically mean that you wouldn't be able. It means you wouldn't be able to right-click down the ward to kill it, though, right?
Yeah, you can still click down a ward.
What I mean, we're saying that when you're saying healing, that if healing it as well as doing the damage.
No. Healing your teammates as you do the life draining thing on.
Oh yeah, no, that I think that would be absurd. I
Yes,
don't know.
yes, give me absurd stuff. That's what I play Dota for. Absurd, stupid, dumb things.
Yeah, but people are there's people, and these people are nerds, by the way, are also concerned about a little thing called game balance. I know, cringe.
I don't care. It's super cringy. Why do I need balance when I can have just OP stuff?
Yeah, that's why we have Dota 2 Imba if we really want to go down there.
True, that is exactly true.
The smoke coming here from the ponies.
Smoke.
Think they might be about to find the void if he's not careful.
I don't know if Tavi's got the awareness for this.
He's moving away. He's moving away.
Gets the Manta, does have another time walk here. Up to the high ground he goes. Mrs. Nesbit just doesn't find it. And with the shrapnel, he was under vision for a second, but in come the reaction TPs. They're just instantly backing off Mrs. Nesbit. Gotta get blinked on. I was looking at the Shaman right there instantly. Hex down, controlled, but can't. Oh, Seldrick with the RP. Want to make the turnaround. Then even shoved him a little as he's stuck in between three. Does that mean stillness and as the dies as Seldrick will be next. The Omni Slash is bouncing back and forth though, as the Demonic is just trying to burst him down. Eventually will be successful as Roblob, the Sniper, and the Jug will make it work.
So they
Three,
looks
four,
like they
three.
trade, yeah, 3-4-5 on both sides. We have more big cooldowns available on the side of the dragon. Well, we have one big cooldown on the side of the dragons and the tiny cooldown available on the side of the pit ponies. So I think the dragons are probably okay with that, honestly. They traded evenly and they didn't really have to spend a tremendous amount for it. So
I'll commend Tavi for the discipline, not dropping the chrono there once the Omni Slash was out. Because
yeah,
I think that's when he saw that there's just no opportunity there to keep
yeah,
on fighting.
I think that was for the best. Yeah, I think in terms of where we are in terms of levels at this point, I think if I'm reading this right, it looks like the Void has been able to heal ahead a little bit. Yeah, it looks like he's almost to level 18 now, so he'll have the reduced cooldown on the chrono and it'll go on a little tiny bit longer. So that's something that is working out for them. They have been able to make space for the Stark Terror a little bit. The real question: how are we in terms of wisdom runes? Next one is in 3.5 minutes. Oh, 3 minutes 10.
3 minutes flat. Actually, 2 now. Oh, no, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. It's 3. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
Math
That's
is
all right.
hard.
I know, right? Imagine having to maths when playing video games. Good lord, couldn't be
It's
me.
horrible.
It's me all the time.
I've heard in a lot of Discord servers, a lot of people do like having an Autobot timer on during the matches. And then it calls out when the Wisdom Rune is about to spawn, or the Lotus is about to spawn, or the Bounty Rune is about to spawn.
Yeah, but that's incel material. Just count, nerd.
Basically, I think it's kind of like music, right? Like when you get into the rhythm of the game, you just have it feeling down. As Seldrick is about feeling that there's someone here in the triangle. They do find Presty onto the Viper. They go. It's a beautiful RP coming out. Even with the Finger of Death, it's still going to be actual death for Mizrian. With Deadly, they're going to try and join in with the Torrent Storm. If the Water Park is there, they can get more kills. Tavi moving on onto Roblob. They will get this sniper, or will they? It's not looking good as Dominicus going to turn it around with a healing ward. Roblob is a bit far from the regen. And eventually, they'll just disengage on both sides. Again, a bit more coming out from the pit ponies. And if they would have gone one more kill on the side of the dragons, that Roblob kill would have been so important for them.
Nice presence of mind as well from Demon to have the healing ward follow the sniper instead. Realizing that the sniper needed it more than he needed in that moment. That's really good play on the side of Demon there. He should be proud of himself for that one, honestly.
Yeah, it's down to a 1k net worth, 1 or 2k net worth difference once again. But
yes.
Dragons, they're getting the XP out of these fights.
Yeah, they are still able to really keep this competitive. I'm really pleased with how this has gone.
Good question though, Tavi. Going for the BKB next. I do like the approach. And then on to the MKB he goes. Anticipating a butterfly from Demonicus, but he's actually going for the Axe first.
On the jug, did you say?
Yep, he's going for the
Yes,
Axe.
Swift slash is so good. Would it be better to have the Mjolnir? Maybe, but I also can understand wanting the Swift slash to potentially have a potential disengage from the. It only lasts a brief amount of time, but any time you can not be targeted in a chrono is good.
I think Swift Slash is more of like a support killer, isn't it? Like you go for the
Yeah.
approach onto the back line, you push that out, then you Blade Fury. If they're too close, you Omni, and then you hope and pray that you get the kill. But think Tavi should start hoping and praying that his teammates
no.
gonna react to this.
Oh,
As Rob from the other
no.
side, the RP almost forced. Oh, actually, it went out from
Dodge!
Seldrick.
The
He used it.
dodge!
It's on cooldown. He messed up as Tavi finds the BKB TP out of there. Or
They needed to
time
start with the chrono. They needed to start with it, with the RP. Honestly, I think the greediness of right clicking first was a mistake.
But here comes the punishment coming out from the Dragons. They're coming for the approach. As soon as Deadleat shows, no one's turning back. But I love
They
the
gotta
rotation
know.
coming out from the boys. They find Nadia, as it is Nadia's job to break all these smokes at the cost of her life.
Yeah, I mean they had to know. There's no way they couldn't have known that was coming. The real important question. The Viper still does not have a blade mail. I
I
really
still
think
like
that's
this
a mistake.
approach. I think this is a nice approach, though. Like, you're not the one tanking and facing off this damage.
I think I get the idea with the Manta wanting to scale, especially if we get to the stage where we end up going to level 25. Oh, please let us get level 25, because Viper Universal it's something. I think Viper becoming a universal hero is probably in my I'd say it's in my top. I think it's in like top 5 most bonkers shards in like level 25 talents in the game. I think it's just absurd.
Tavi. Oh, there's that Chronosphere making for the approach, and will that get that kill as well? Now on to the next of them they go. Mrs. Nesbit will die as well. 2 of the supports gone, and then Demonic is in trouble. Gets a bit more of the spits, and then they will get the kill.
Yep. And for the first time, the Dragons are now ever so slightly ahead of
Tavi.
the Pit Ponies.
Gonna get pulled back a little bit with the X. Get torrented up. Nice harpoon play from Seldrick. No contact onto the sniper, though, as Tavi will get Seldrick just before he manages to use the RP so that Rob can turn. It's actually 4 dead on the side of the Pit Ponies.
Wow. They are. Oh. It's considering the glow up the Dragons have had as a team it's just incredible, honestly. This was the team that in WL season 1 they didn't win a single game. And they won the best. They won WEL season 3. You know, it looked like out of nowhere at first, but now we're just seeing more. They're actually really going toe to toe against the Pit Ponies. Some of these players I've played with are really strong, quite scary players. I've played with them and against them, and it's scary. The fact that they're actually holding their own, I'm really impressed.
Trying to put the Pit Ponies back into the pit where they belong, but it's gonna be a toughie here. It's looking good for them, but I'm still not convinced it's gonna be easy though.
Okay. So we have been accidentally misgendering. Sorry, friends. We have just been informed that Tavi is she/her.
Sorry, Tavi, about that.
We are so sorry. That is presumptuous on our parts. Hashtag protector. Now we know.
Of course,
we will be acting accordingly.
A huge fight still breaks out. 3 go down from the Dragons right after we corrected them. But yeah, at least at the same time, Deadly does get that out of there, as Tavi still has the BKB.
And Chrono.
She can definitely push some damage in there, but with the Torrent Storm used, I do believe the Radiant need to back up that Roshan.
Yeah, this is really easy Roche material here now for the Pit Ponies. I mean, what are they gonna do? They've not got what they need to be able to stop this. And that was the... Who's got the drums? Is that that going to be the shaman? Is the shaman the one that has the drums there on the team?
I don't see drums of endurance anywhere. I don't know what
I
you're
just
thinking
looked like
of.
they all moved. Looked like they all moved faster.
Oh, that's disperser. That's not the drums.
Can you move? Oh, all allies. Oh, wow. I didn't realize Disperser acted for the entire team. That's absurd.
It's just AoE, but it's a big AoE.
Yeah.
350. It's basically the Darkseer level 25, a bit nerfed, and you just get it for, you know, a little bit of extra on top of the Diffusal Blade. It's
Oh,
such a good item, and it dispels. There's a reason why this item is just so popular right now.
we haven't updated put on the Viper now. So now the pushing capacity, if they can get good fight on the side of the dragons, their pushing capacity now is going to be much better because they are going to be able to start melting some of these towers with the Viper's bit.
Could try that with that shard, but overall, with this Aegis, I do kind of require pit ponies to just go for a push.
Yeah, they've got. They could be looking. They could be looking at. They could either be looking at taking the tier 2 mid, or if they feel a little bit more ambitious, they could start knocking on the door of the tier 3 bot. There's a small part of me that would maybe advocate for going, maybe pushing out top to do it now because the next Wisdom Rune is second. Well, they went mid. That makes sense.
Dropping the Mass Serpent Wards as well. Demonicus in a bit of a pickle. Maybe a bigger one? No. Eventually they'll disengage, but they'll still get the tower with Roblob just right-clicking the crap out of it.
Yeah, like what you gonna do? I think if Viper didn't want to go down the route of going defensive and getting the blade mail, I think another option that could maybe have been on the table instead of the Manta, maybe might have been to get a blink. Jump on the
The sniper, and go for the
sniper and
approaches.
just
Roblob heeds our calls. Oh, check his items. Check the sniper's items.
oh,
Look at that. It's
getting
a
for
beaut.
it.
Look at that combat.
Oh, I hate everything.
I love this. I love this. Go for the chaos.
And he's now got an MKB as well. What are you gonna do? Okay, the real flex now is if my man goes for an Ags. Cause
Oh, Roblob with the
immediate.
shutdown. I'm curious to see that as Deadly. Gonna get caught out with the Swift Slash. Will get the Omni as well. The bounces out will come out onto Misrian. He goes down first as the broken down Juggernaut is just still spinning on that back line. Deadly finally dies, but the Torrent Storm is out as well. Where the hell is Tavi? She should be the savior here. Has a nice bit of dodge.
Nice Manta. Yeah, love it. Love it. But yeah, the amount of real estate that the pit ponies have taken, rather compared to the dragons, is quite considerable. And look what's up there. We go.
One more bomb dropped right on top of the tier 3 tower. It's not looking that great. Demonicus will take the tier 3, and on to the range racks they go.
Yeah, that's what you can do. It's just
There's nothing you can stop here. You could buy back on the Kunkka, but it would still be a 5v4 fight. And overall, I do believe pit ponies, with a bit of discipline, they'll back off instantly. Hopefully they don't have the Aegis anymore.
Even if you buy back, you still don't have the water park for another like 15 seconds. Just wouldn't be worth it. Like, I mean, it's Elena Rax. It's what it is. It's not like the end of the world. We've all come back. We've all come back from megas at least once or twice. Every one of us. And we've seen. I'm pretty sure we've seen the megas come back. Here in WEL, we've seen tier 5s. We've seen rapiers get dropped on the ground. We've seen it. We've seen it all. Like, and Tavi, she can still get onto this sniper, and maybe the jug, and she can melt them, but
She
She's
still
just got
kind
to
of needs the
choose to
Mjolnir, but not like this. Gets RP, then pulled in, and does not even get the opportunity to time walk. She's massacred down, and no buyback available, as it's
no
1.7k
repercussions.
away. Checking on those buyback stats, it's just too far away right there.
Oh,
As another fishing play coming out on to the Pugna. Oh, Demonica's just died though under the tower. I just noticed that as well.
yeah. I
We
was
were
just like, wait.
exclaiming at that was how did that happen?
Uh, uh, I think the Viper ult just melted. Like
Radiant's bottom tower has
again, like
fallen.
I'm looking at what I would have done as this Viper.
Ooh, another
Sorry.
fishing play onto Deadly. As down he goes. Eventually, the shackle holds them in place, and that finger out onto Sodric does nothing. Misery and almost dying to one assassinate. That Conda is doing a lot of damage as Presti, along with all their illusions, is looking a little dead. Half HP on the Viper.
Again,
26 seconds until Tavi's back in the game.
just again, I think genuinely think I know I keep going on about it, but I genuinely think Mage Slayer replaced that with a Blade Mail, and I actually think that they could have potentially had a lot more to shut the sniper down.
They're going for the blink now. Still looking for that contingency plan.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's too late. This is now at a position where I think they are going to be about to have to consider, are they able to come back from megas, and considering Serpent Ward is up in 48 odd seconds, by which point the tower will probably be dead. I think the answer is probably not.
Yeah,
If
if
they could get like
I'm
a magical fight, then maybe, and even then they've still got so many towers to push through.
Mrs. Nesbit could just drop the serpents under the tier 4, and then they could just go for the end right here. But I do believe the safe play is to wait for Roche number 2, and then go for the push from the pit ponies. Because on the other side, you're
Yeah,
kind of forced to go out, smoke up, and hunt. You need people to die to push out these waves.
yeah, and it's just doing a really good job and sort of just keeping the foot down on the neck there.
Minute 40, the double catapult waves once again dive in, coming from Presti. It's a good one. RP played onto 2, but the casket coming around from Nadia is perfect as the Chronosphere will be dropped on time, but Tavi was only sliced, so down goes the Faceless Void. She didn't get it off perfectly as Seldrick at the same time running away from the enemy. On the other side of the play, though, it's actually Mrs. Nesbit holding down the Viper so that everyone else can get away safely, but Rob and Seldrick will die. Yes, for the casualty of the carry, you will get everything else. As the Dragons is on to the mid, they were onwards onto the breach. Another push coming out from Wales.
And there's the blink. The blink was done, and again, as soon as they got the blink and actually had a way to get
Radiant's
to the
courier has
sniper,
been killed.
there's a lot more answers there. So I think that needed to happen a while ago. Okay, yeah, sure, you've got the disperser. I don't think they're gonna be able to afford it. They honestly might want to think about maybe want to think about a nullifier. Be able to break away the cursor and the ability to be able to force staff. Like, I have never seen. I did not know that Omni Slash or Swift Slash worked on Tormentor, but that doesn't surprise me.
Dire's
Yep,
middle tower
it works.
is under attack.
Very,
It's
very
efficient.
yeah, very good solo kill of the Tormentor there by Demon.
And of course, any damage you suffer, you can just heal back with the healing ward. So
Yeah, like who cares? Like you've got a healing ward on whatever cooldown at this point. It's when they didn't get the healing ward talent. Of course he didn't. He went greedy carry, typical demon. Not wrong, but typical.
Yeah, I actually would like to point out the level 20 talent on him. The 60% late dance lifesteal is it's crazy good right now on the Juggernaut. As one of the best
Yeah,
talents in the game in my eyes.
yeah, that's pretty silly. Like that's you could put that toward you could tweak the number ever so slightly and make that a 25 talent. No one would bat.
I want to
Like
be that
that.
as OP as it is right now, but
Yeah, of course.
it'd
That's what I
still
mean. That's
definitely be good.
why it's so insane. There's a talent that's only a
Dudley
couple of
trying
different.
to TP in as the Roshan will fall, but doesn't get it off in time. I think they still want to fight this. Moby just instantly disappears as Dudley all alone. RP onto Tavi. She's in trouble. Can you do anything about it? No, you cannot. BKB out, but it doesn't work out anyway as Deadly is about to be dead as well. Down goes the Kunkka, and the base is open for the taken. 80
Yeah,
seconds without Tavi.
game. Honestly, I don't think there's anything they can do here now. Or if the the snakes are up, they actually might not even bother taking the megas. They might just go straight for if they realize that Tavi doesn't have buyback. Oh, that's
Adrian,
good.
go too low. Press D.
There we go. Just drop the
For
snake
the
in
approach, half HP on
towers
the
instead.
Magnus, but it doesn't really matter as the Rax is gone. Of course, with the bomb, the Mass Serpent wards dropped under tier 4. It's looking like we're close to the end as it's 38 to 29. 35 seconds until the Face of Sweat is back in play. But without Deadly buying back here, they won't even have a chance. As the Pugna Hex down, Finger of Death for the turnaround. Nadia will be sacrificed, question mark? Yes, indeed. As Moby, Israel, a little low, 25 seconds on the clock. The Kunkka buys back. Demonicus, for the turnaround, that's the Aegis, but the Ancient is open. This is Nesbit with the Hex. Demonicus, nice play onto Seldrick as Presti does still have buyback available, so is just playing a little bit of sacrifice. Buybacks coming out from everyone as the Chrono will drop onto Rob Roll and misses Nesbit. Down goes the Shaman as well. They're looking for the turnaround as with that play onto Demonicus they go, and with an open Ancient, they will need to clean off all these creeps. Dragons will not give in as they get the team wipe on top, with 3 buybacks committed.
Good grief. Well, okay. So they might be able to get what? A tier 2 mid? Maybe start knocking on tier 3 by the time everyone's back up and all the forts have been used. So yeah, they'll get something for their troubles, like, but
At least getting that tier
in another
2 would be
fight.
great, along with the DD rune on the river.
Yeah, I mean, if they can get another, they can hold this off for another 80 odd seconds. They need to get every other lane pushed out so that they can move away from their base until like Chrono's backed up. I believe they'll have the water park available again. They have the water park now. They have got a fair bit of like of their lockdown. Oh, they actually do manage to take Deadly. Deadly, what are you
Deadly
doing?
wants to keep on going, but
Yeah,
it's like, where's my team? Where's our team?
Your team is where you should be, running.
Tavi, no, she misses the DD rune. Deadly
Oh
will
no, they
TP out
both
on
do.
time, and Seldrick is the one to find it. Oh,
Oh, they're gonna leave that? No, of course not. Honestly, I think that sniper's back up now. They could have left that for the sniper, honestly, and just had everyone because Pit Ponies have got all their ults up. All they need to do is secure. No one's been in top jungle for a while, clearly. What's the largest amount of wisdom runes you've seen left in one place before?
Wisdom runes 4. I do believe it's 4. When they just came out, the enemy team never picked them up, and we had such a huge XP advantage. We just basically played with our little toys because I couldn't call them enemies anymore.
I picked up, I believe, from minute 7 to minute 56, they had never picked up any of their wisdom runes.
Oh
There were
god.
8.
Oh god.
It was just stupid. It was a game where I was playing mid Treant Protector, so, you know.
What
It's
is
a rough
that?
game.
I
It
don't
got
even
to
want
that
to hear
point.
about that mid-trim protector. Jesus.
Yeah. Don't worry, nothing garbage like that here in this league. Just high quality picks, clearly.
I mean, this is a legitly good, like, high tier match. Like this could
It's been really fun.
this could stand on its own in any other region. As Rob Lob trying to get the supports out of commission, any dieback would be worth it. As Moby targeted now twice, Seldrick trying to shove them in to their place. And you know fully well that Tavi is their main concern. If they can get her, it's basically over.
Yeah.
And so is Dead Lead as well. Kunkka did buy back in the previous fight. Rob Lob. A few pew-pews on to the Ancient, but I'm backing off, considering this distance.
I'm really impressed with the discipline here from the ponies here. They're being
Both teams
really patient.
as Resty a little bit overburdened, but there's that Manta working out as the Shaman drops the Mass Serpent Wards on to the Ancient. They're clicking the base and they're clicking it hard as the Omni Slash is working so well for Demonicus. Buyback coming out from the line. He's on to Demonicus. He tries to go, and the turret will do a lot of damage. Just onto the Juggernaut. They turn Demonicus will die. Once again, 100 seconds without him. That's Deadly throwing out everything as they can. Tavi coming back into the fray. She is trying to get on top of Seldrick as the 2 cores are dead. These 3 should die, but not let Tavi die should be important. Buyback is available on the Faceless Void, but yes, there's the escape. She can do it once again. As it's 110 seconds. Without that, they're trying to end the game. Buyback committed by Rob Lob and the Juggernaut as well. Demonicus is coming for another round. Buyback coming out from Tavi. Can she do a bit more here? With the Ancient so exposed and Fortification committed, they will all die in the end. As Tavi is all alone. The Ancient will be clicked down. 47 to 36. Pit Ponies will take the best of 1.
Good grief! What a game 1! What a first game of the season! Wow. Okay.
It's a great start for sure.
Oh wow, I'm really impressed with the really impressed with the Pit Ponies. I'm really impressed with the Dragons were able to fight back on that as long as they did. So they should honestly, both teams I think can really hold their head up high from that one. I'd say.
Sadly, we didn't get to a 60-minute game. We did get at level 30s, but we got the level 25s, so I guess we can't complain that much.
Mostly there.
Or at all. And Presti with these courageous jump-ins with the Blink Dagger eventually did manage to mitigate the game for long. And even until the very end, I really thought Dragons is going to come back with another round of, megas, and we're going to get there a little bit more of the game, but eventually that's what she wrote. And it was a great game here to start off the season for sure.
And that's what the kind of thing you can expect to see in this league, don't I? So
I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Well, we played against the Welsh a lot, so we know you guys. You guys are fierce. It's tough playing against you guys.
Okay, so yeah, we'll.
I think we're gonna throw it to a bit of a break, and then we'll be back with game 2 soon enough.
Yep, and that'll be the Robins versus Nexus Gaming, and that is going to be a ripper. So I think y'all need to stick around for that. We'll see you then.
bob awr fy arglwydd ddiw daw heddodd daner lais o nefol rhyw mae deisiau di bob awr gyda mi cyll temptasiynau grym yn ymyl di mae deisiau mae deisiau bob awr mae arnaf deisiau bendith ia fi fy ngheidwad bendith ia nawr mae deisiau di bob awr rodolau clir ro un minerth a blas eiriau gwir mae deisiau di bob awr sancteiddiau fri yn Iesu gna fi wir yn eiddo ti mae deisiau mae deisiau bob awr mae arnaf deisiau bendith ia fi fy ngheidwad bendith ia nawr mae dy eisiau 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 o mae dy eisiau bob awr mae arnaf deisiau bendith ia fi fy ngheidwad bendith ia nawr mae dy eisiau o mae dy eisiau bob awr mae arnaf deisiau bendith ia fi fy ngheidwad bendith ia nawr
Hey everyone, welcome back. We were just chatting about role queues as we are about to start Wrexham Rob and Nexus going up against each other. And yeah, you know way more about these teams than I ever will, I guess.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for this. I get to roast some of my friends here and there. I've got two of my best friends are on the Wrexham Robins, and I believe one of the other players is the partner of someone that was in the Commonwealth women's team with Fleur, the captain.
Okay.
So that's going to be so it's fun. I get to roast my friends. That's always the fun here.
As
Okay,
always,
so
welcome back to Welsh Esports League. I am your host for today, Dodai. Of course, uh, Ludeano needs no introduction. Of course, shout out to production as well. We're here to bring you the best and brightest of Wales here in terms of Dota 2. Obviously, we had a great match in the previous series. It's best of ones today here at the start of the Welsh Esports League, season 4, actually. And yeah,
Oh
obviously,
yeah.
Dragons, they had a good performance and a good start. Decent approach to the game. But after that, it was Pit Ponies that came out victorious. We are just about to get ready for game number 2 here, as after the coin toss, both teams choose first pick and Radiant. Speaking of first pick and Radiant, what is your personal preference on those two?
Um, I mean, Um, I've not played captain's mode in an incredibly long time. But I think I would prefer. I think I would prefer to go probably probably first pick.
Right,
And I'm
interesting.
not. I'm indifferent to.
As we
I'm
have a draft
indifferent.
here as well.
Remaining.
Yeah, keep
Yeah.
going.
So I'm indifferent to playing on which side of the map. Both sides of the map do have their advantage. I mean, at the moment, uh, at the moment, Dyer on second Roshan gets the on third Roshan onwards somewhere. Sorry, gets the Ag Scepter, but Radiant gets the Roshan's banner. Roshan's banner is so good for pushing.
It's decent. I think it's pretty much overlooked because people don't think that the creeps are that strong. You're kind of trying to hide where you place it at the beginning so that lane just passively shoves out. But it's
Yeah,
like another aspect you need to take care of. I personally prefer Radiant and second pick if I can get it. Because you just have access to the Roshan at an earlier pace. Around the 20-minute mark, you're ready to Rosh. And I've been bugging the crap
yeah.
out of Blitz about this, and he's the one with the team that is dire specialized. But I think I got on the nerves of William, I guess, and that's why he stopped answering me on Discord. But
To be fair,
overall,
everything I've ever seen about Blitz, Blitz actually helped out. He actually helped out the Swans in one of the earlier seasons.
yeah, I heard that
And the
too.
impression I get about Blitz is that he is very easily annoyed.
Yeah, yeah, I think it's easy to push the guy's buttons, but he's really nice in person. So
Yeah,
definitely can't
I've
wait
heard
to meet
everything.
him as well in Birmingham. As of course, I think like a bunch of us are going to go to Birmingham as well. So
Oh yeah, there's almost certainly going to be so many of us here that I'm low key wondering whether or not I can arrange a semi informal Esports Wales meet at some point. I think
I'd
that would be really
love
hype.
that. I definitely love that. So get onto your social medias, of course, like the Welsh Esports League on Twitter as well. I think both of us can be found there too. And yeah, get on top of that. Get that organized and let's have a pint there. Especially if you're
Absolutely.
over 18, obviously. But yeah, as we
Yeah, I
get into
mean,
this draft number 2, Invoker immediately banned, as I do love the Doom ban for the approach. I'm kind of missing Centaur from you guys' games.
yeah, Centaur is a hero. I have a lot of time for Centaur. I know that the Robins are probably, if they get the chance, are probably going to want to prioritize something like Axe or maybe Slardar because that's something that their offlaner has is incredibly comfortable playing. So that's actually no, it's their pulse four. Sorry, I forget the home person I'm thinking about is actually their pulse four. So I'm expecting an Earth Shaker might end up coming out here. Then yeah, there we go. There is the Earth Shaker.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh,
Instant.
it's almost like it's almost like I know some of the people playing on that team. What a world, huh? It's good against the Prophet if the Prophet does end up going for the end up getting the treants, although this is more likely going to be a support Prophet, and support Prophet doesn't really do that
10 seconds remaining.
like almost at all anymore.
5 seconds remaining.
we have been seeing a bit of profit. We have been seeing a little bit of profit coming in my own games, at least, seeing him pick up the treants occasionally. But I don't know about you, but
Nah, I think it's more of about that tempo play. So usually you either go for the
mm,
urn or the early Pavis, and then obviously go for a Vessel or Solar Crest, and then just rush out the Ags as fast as possible. That's been the immortal mentality, as far as I could tell. In my own games, well, that's kind of an interesting question because I've played all over. Thankfully, I've had the opportunity to cast for PPD as well, and now you guys, I get to see more European Dota. But with the swap back and forth, me playing NA pubs and Western European pubs, no, not that many Nature's Prophets. It usually gets banned, actually, in my pubs.
yeah. So we've been seeing a lot of profit being banned recently, just because it's just really annoying. It's just
Usually, it's my
really annoying.
go-to. Like if people ban my Undying or my Spirit Breaker or both, then I just instantly go for Nature's Prophet. And I just don't care because I can just press my Q, it does damage, my right click does damage, and then they will eventually die to my Blightstone. So I get my pound of flesh either way. So I don't really care. Just
It's
let me kill you.
it's incredibly out of date now. But do you remember? Oh, good Lord, Sand King. Do you remember that video from Jenkins a couple of years ago about how to make 9 people hate you? And it was play Pos 5 Treant, and play Pos 5 Nature's Prophet, because you just send the Treants at the Pos 4 and just make their life hell.
Yeah, and then just basically deny camps, block camps. It does so much work. It used to do so much work. I don't think Treants is like Nature's Call is any kind of focus anymore.
No,
As
really isn't.
yeah, you go for the sprout and the teleport, and you just cause chaos on the map. Treants come into factor just to push out the dead lanes and to go for cheeky plays, but overall, your job is rather to secure the Wisdom Rune, even at the cost of your
Hmm.
life, and just cause absolute chaos on the map. I think Elvono did these weird draft plays where he played position 5 Treant and then like he sniped off 3 couriers, then TP'd home, and then just
Yeah.
basically forced rotations all over the place with the teleport plays. And then when Sprout got buffed to Living Hell, I think that's when the hero became significantly popular.
Yeah. Going to the Sand King, the Sand King Earthshaker lane just sounds like my idea of hell if I was a POS one, and that honestly just the uh if I'm not getting to play a ranged POS one anyway, the having to
Silencer.
run the risk of getting, chain stunned and getting the damage from the caustic finale just sounds like my idea of hell.
I like the
Zeus coming out
silencer
now.
approach though, as I'm thinking of a position one that can stand the Earthshaker and the Sand King in the meantime. Don't forget those. Yeah, with Zeus coming out, I think Nexus is expecting some
In
kind of
spirit.
illusion-based hero. This Ember Spirit could make the catch onto the Zeus later on, but during the laning stage, I'm not sure that's your answer.
Is this even a mid Zeus? I'm starting to wonder if you might be right about the silencer being a core and the Zeus being a support.
Nah, I'd rather say the Silencer would be the support and Zeus rather the
Yeah, I
core.
mean that'd be my preference. That would be my preference,
Okay.
but
Things are going weird on the same right. And there's also the fact that you can put the Nature's Prophet on core as well.
yeah,
If you really want to, although I don't think he feels that great as a core. Not like in the 2017 days when Mind Control taught us that it can be played off lane and can be significantly annoying.
yeah, I think in the meantime, seeing on the side of the Robins a shaman coming out from Fleur is absolutely what I expected. It's one of her most played heroes. So it's hardly surprising to me that that's what they've gone for with on the side of the Robins. It's again we saw a lot of what it could do as a pos 4 in the last game, and it's, I would argue, just as good if not even better as a pos 5, because the hero just doesn't need much to function.
Okay, there's our offlaner.
Yeah,
I
the
do expect
big
an
watermelon.
Ursa ban, or yeah, there it goes.
Yeah, it feels like that they're prioritizing. So there apparently the Robins is carry was actually playing in the Bet Boom Dhaka qualifiers recently and is like 10k or something. So super prioritizing his last pick. Looks like Nexus also prioritizing um
10 seconds
their
remaining.
carry. Was the last pick as well.
5 seconds remaining.
Again, unless this really is a profit one, and we're actually about to see another mid or something, but I don't know. I think you are right. I think the Zeus being the mid is the better choice overall here.
You still need something that can go into that back line later on. I'm kind of reading a life stealer, but I don't think it's the best choice. Not just yet.
Radiant team
Wow.
picked.
Well,
Looks
okay.
like you were right. Okay.
It doesn't feel like the best choice because you can react
Oh
to it with some kind of
God.
combination. Let's go, Meepo. QJY just busts it out instantly.
Oh, okay.
No hesitation. I love it.
I think we are in for some pretty wild stuff here. Oh wow, okay.
This
Yeah,
is a tough approach, and I think that this is Wrexham Robbins trying to style on top of Nexus, but we'll see how it works out.
I mean, I think Neb is a pretty confident Ember Spirit from what I think I've seen him play Ember in Well before, or it might have been during the Masters, and you know, he's pretty good at the hero. But yeah, I think that this is going to be This is going to be really interesting. But the fact we get a Meepo was absolutely not on my bingo card. Let me tell you.
Really, it's been pretty popular. I do recommend like the NA qualifiers as well for a rewatch.
More to the point that
Yopaj.
I didn't think I'd ever see it here in WEL, but
I think
I'm happy we have.
the ladies and gents have been stuck on the screen watching all them qualifiers, watching all that Dota, and eventually, you get into that international vibe of the game, and you learn a lot. And with only fun allowed from the players, I do believe this is like a lag pause or lag stabilization pause from the two sides, and let's hope the game begins soon.
Yeah, hopefully they
So,
should be able to get their issue sorted out. I think they said it was a Wi-Fi issue for the Tide Hunter, which, you know, having the right timing on pressing that big R button is pretty important. Like, so you know, you'd hope
quite
that's
crucial.
right.
Quite crucial.
In the meantime, Mr. Offlaneman with his Grandmaster Earthshaker. So I'm expecting to see some big dunks, some big fishers, and just genuinely being a menace.
Don't take
Richie?
that magnitude with me.
Gone level 1 teleport to be able to get go straight on the warding mission. That is a choice.
Well, it's the usual thing right now. Nature's Prophet keeps
Okay.
on doing that. Getting that early vision down and not letting the enemy find out if you are early warding.
However, at this point, if you're the Meepo and did he see the prophet? I don't know if he actually caught the prophet.
I don't think so. It's still nighttime here at the 0 minute mark, so seeing them is a whole other matter on each side.
Yeah. I would wonder whether or not he might still expect that war to be in that position. But it's a case of, after a while, this game is I know, I know you know, I know you know, I know you know, and ad infinitum, ad nauseum, you know?
Nah, I think that's the best part of it. Because my enemy never knows. You know what I mean? The 7 sits on the room but does not win the click war. Well, that is why you switch to LAN instead of Wi-Fi, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, here's why the enemy never knows in my case, because I never know either.
Right.
I mean, was
Just
that?
go for the chaos rolls and then just put the words wherever they land. I guess that
Yeah,
works.
exactly. If you hadn't guessed, I'm not a support player.
Oh, no. I would have never even dreamt about it. Yeah.
So
I think I made
lanes.
the switch when I turned 25, and then I've never looked back ever since. Sport is just so much better. Like, it suits me way more.
So we've got, yeah, the lane matchup that I think you expected, really. The Ember Spirit and the Ember Spirit and the Zeus. We've got the Prophet. I'm surprised. I'm not sure why I was thinking that the Prophet was going to be a 5 rather than a 4.
Nah,
The
you'd rather have
mix-up.
the silencer against these double melee boys, because
Yeah, of course.
Chonka Quill and Nick Offlane Mana is not going to have a good time being double melees against the silencer, especially with Arcane Curse and Last Word landing on top of them. As down bottom, you have a bit of an approach. Back to mid. It's looking like Neb is having fun with this.
Yeah, I mean,
For
he's
now.
gonna get a fair few. He's gonna get a fair. He's gonna break even from the lane, I feel like, but he is gonna take a fair bit of relatively free harass from the Zeus. So it's just gonna be a case of trying to get Zeus to expel all of his mana, and then after that point, he can just torment him at his leisure, I'd say.
Back down bottom, Wasted Life, and of course, Gerba is just holding back the enemy as much as they can, reposition the lane if they could. And no real first blood threat on either side. It's actually the mid laners just battling it out. Half HP on both of them. So, oh, nice little shackles. Or searing chains as we call them. But down bottom is where we have the action.
Oh.
Nice little hold out. And there's the
Nice!
first blood on Richie. As eventually Flermagerba will die as well for the exchange. But it is worth it for the Meepo to get that FB.
Yeah, I think the way that it spread, looking at it, where it says it's both of them on them together, so I'm not quite sure how it divided the gold there, but
Oh, wait, then did the first blood go out for 7, or did it go out? Who gets the first blood in that case? I didn't see the notification.
yeah, I missed
I
it
missed
as well,
it.
honestly. Was busy looking at to see whether or not, like, the actual health, and see whether or not Fleur would survive.
Yeah, I was looking at Flerma as well, as he's actually down to half HP once again. But back to the mid lane. Bit of white lightning going on. Everybody poops. Should we shorten his name to EVP? That's going to be hard to cast. At the same time as the shaman's going a little low once again. Quarter HP there.
Yeah, she's really trying to harass the prophet as much as possible, but I don't think that's a battle she's winning at the moment there on the side of old Flermagerba there. However, gets the gold onto the carry, so there we go. So okay, she trades her life out to be able to get more gold onto the Meepo, and I'm into that. That's pretty traditional that's pretty typical of Fleur's normal playstyle as a support, honestly. The Zeus is able to use that lightning jump to be able to dodge. Now has a little bit more mana to be able to trade with, but ended up wasting a fair part of it.
7 a little low, and there's a bit more of the poofs coming out from Wasted Life. Taking out 7. Oh, what's in the box? It's a Tidehunter's head, I guess.
Yeah, I think if they can even make a little bit of tiny, like, yeah, they've already seemingly made enough space so far, but I think if they can get Nepo to what, like level 7, and he can just start roaming freely, then I don't know what they do. I think he could just end up, oh dear, I think this Prophet might be in trouble down bottom.
Richie getting caught out. Wasted life once again. The poof's coming out now. Kaboosh. Now goes the Prophet. Seven getting held down. A few more of those right clicks, but the Titan knows their place. Back under tower they go.
Yeah, the first bottom lane and the mid lane quite clearly favoured on the side of the Wrexham Robins here, to the point where they're 2k. They've got a 2k net worth lead at 5 minutes, which is
Solid start, as what I would call it. But yeah.
we've got
Going out the Remnant TP, a bit of Sandstorm going up top. Just, action everywhere as Neb just returns and with a sleight of fist just threatens the Thunder God's life just a little bit. Getting that level 6 earlier than the Zeus definitely gives Neb some confidence.
oh, he's got the bottle as well. Oh, this is it. Just what are you gonna do?
There's that kill.
There you go.
Everybody poops dies.
I said it and it came to
Bit of a
pass.
catch down on bottom despite the Arcane Curse and the last word.
Rotation.
Still moving over as the slit of hold comes out. Down goes Lifestealer. Newsboy. Smoozo Boy going down as Crazy Monkey also dies for this. The rotation coming out from the Shaman is more than worth it as Wasted Life just takes out Retchie one more time. It's not a good time to be a Nature's Prophet player.
Yeah, this is rough for the this is rough for Nexus. I think that this is already starting to run away from them a little bit, and it's the Meepo about to get the stack with the one and running back to the base with the other. You love to see it. Almost got the diffusal blade on the Meepo already, and this is gonna get a lot harder for anybody that's caught up when that.
Which in the meantime stole the Wisdom Rune, but is it going to be at the cost of their life? The Offlane man is just keeping up the chase. But eventually, can Richie get away here? No. You cannot let this happen. Come on. Oh, Nick Offlane man. We'll let it go.
I feel that that's a mistake. We say in our server all the time.
Hold on. No, okay. Already poops. She manages to escape. But down bottom, we have a kill onto 7. I'm sorry to cut you off constantly, but the action just doesn't stay.
I know, right? It
never stops. Just everywhere.
I think they're watching the stream. They're just saying, "I'll just shut that guy up and let's just kill something." That's obviously what's going on here. I'd do that if I were them, to be honest. But yeah, I think the fact that the Meepo has largely been uncontested here, I think that they've got a serious problem on their hands. We're already looking at a 4k net worth leads.
Up top we have a bit of chain stun coming out from Chocoquil and Nick Offlane man. They're just gonna eliminate the Lifestealer as down goes the Zeus as well. Everybody poops dies. It's well, yeah. As Retchie also falling down to the non-mercy play of the Meepo. Pushing back one of his clones. Wasted life. I think he's on fire right now with the Meeps. This could be a really quick affair if this keeps going on like this.
Yeah, and I think that when we get to the semi-finals next week, I think that these other teams, they need to watch it.
Hold on, in comes the Sprout. A bit of rotation coming out from Retchie. Can they get the Sandman? Yes, finally the Sand King dies. With the Thunder God's Wrath used by EBP.
But yeah, if you look, meanwhile, down bottom, the first load of snakes have been used. They're already pushing down against the enemy's offlane tower. The
I think
Meepo's just
she's
able
doing
to
a
farm happily.
I think she's doing a wonderful job, of course, especially due to the fact that Wasted Life is just to go back to farming. The boys up top are just, running interference. As Nick, offlane man, does manage to TP out of there. I think it's just up to the Sand King. Can Smuzo boy just hold on a little bit more here until a bit of backup arrives? Is the question. Through the twin gates when Gerba tries to come. But with the 4 up here, the Nexus boys, it's looking a little rough there. Gerba looking for the roundabout. Spotted. Gonna get a bit cursed and surrounded by 3. The cavalry arrives, but yeah, I think Gerba dies for that play.
Yeah, I mean they'll give a little bit of in over to the silencer and get a little bit of catch up on the life stealer. But I honestly,
Like offlane man approach, they're just gonna shake it off with the rage. They're showing some signs of life here, but overall, still getting like offlaner, man. It's not looking super promising because Wasted Life just keeps up the farm. Neb going home. About to return once again. It's still up top where we have most of the action epicenter used on Smuzo Boy, but with the rage, it's not really effective. The Ravage will be dropped on top of the Sand King as Gerba. Going on to Crazy Monkey, gets the silencer as a nice little play coming out with another Burrow Strike. And the return coming out from the Thunder God's Wrath. There's another Fisher, and with a control, Richie. They still want to go for the chase as the infested Tidehunter is gonna carry out the lifesteal from danger. Down goes everybody poops though. Paying for her sins for killing 2 people. Another reaction coming out. As once again, with the aggression, the Radiant just does not stop. Dunkerkill going on to Richie, gets the kill onto the Nature's Prophet. And just sitting here in the Sandstorm. The counter Sentry Ward, they'll eventually get it off in time. And another curse going out onto the Sand King should ensure the safety of the Life Stealer.
Meanwhile, Meepo just happily farming the enemy ancients.
Hold on though, if Nev comes in with this Arcane Rune, it could be trouble. Does not find Suzo Boy on time, and the chain's not used. Doesn't find him in any of the camps. Another set coming out. Down onto the bottom. Wasted Life. Trying to escape with one of the meeps, but it's looking tough. That solo diffusal blade, they're trying to go for the axe to get the Mega Meepos on time, trying to rotate Retchy with the block off from the Sprout, but one little bit of HP. The Urn might just do the job here. The Meepo will fall. Wasted Fight's all down, but here comes the rest of the team. Can they get return kills for their Meepo? Everybody poops will die. As with the global silence, it's a bit more control for the Dire, but Retchy will still fall as that goes down. 7. Running in with Smuzo Boy, trying to get control onto the Shaman, but nice chains. Holds out onto Life Stealer as 7's about to die, but the disconnect coming from everybody poops. 18-7. The Radiant might just get another kill. The Ember Spirit just swinging their sword on the back of the Kraken shell. As even looking at the graph. Going out from WLC, shout out to him running the camera. But 95% on the board. Suzo Boy's back in the game. And they're ready to continue, as I do believe Sven's about to die and 2 more right clicks.
Yeah, I reckon 2 will do it.
Yeah, it also was an anchor smash, but overall it doesn't really do much. As there's that kill. As bit of sacrifice on Gerba. She dies. They're just going to try and keep on going. Infest play onto a range creep, but gets Crazy Monkey. Can they get the Rampage? It would be a big one. Neb trying to keep up the contact. Needs to get the scythe combo off. It is there. That's going to work out for him. A few more right clicks should do the trick. Rage used by the Lifesteal, trying to run away. But another combo off. That is skill right there from Neb. And way too late for the Rampage. But in my heart and eyes, that actually is a team wipe. from the Ember
Yeah.
Spirit.
Very well played there by Neb. Kind of the kind of plays I expect from him at this point, to be honest. Oh, it's gone right back in. What? It's gone right
Coming
back
back
in
for
for it.
round
What?
number whatever,
What?
as out comes the Ravage just to connect onto the Ember Spirit, as Neb now needs to run away. I don't know if they can make it though. Arcane Curse onto Neb. That is a big run. If they can make it gush out to slow him down, the creeps will connect as well. As a few more right clicks should do it, but the Sprout! It blocks them off. It's actually wrong from Rechi to do that.
That's
And that
so
does leave
silly.
Neb to just turn back, a bit of Sleight of Fist actioning. And they want to fight again, still with Smuzo Boy here, and with a Sleight of Fist and a Remnant
just got
run.
into-
Neb is just styling on them right now.
That's not okay. It's decidedly not okay, but I'm here for it. You want top? Look at that.
And with the epicenter onto everybody poops, the Zeus will die.
And that's the side effect of what Neb was doing down bottom. He'd seen how many of the heroes were down there, so they knew that Zeus was all on his own. So what they can do? There's not really anything they could do at that point. We're at an 11k net worth lead at 15 minutes, and just don't stop killing people.
Neb
Really,
just
do they?
doesn't care. I don't know if... Oh, no escape with the TP as down goes Rechi. Wasted life. Already having the Megamiipos as shown by production. It's out of control now. 13k net worth lead at 60 minutes into the game. It's pressure. That's all I can say. Nexus boys are under extreme pressure. Showing the graph again. It's 98% now. Gaben is pretty biased with this, and I don't know. Oh, and with a mid jump, a little bit of play with the enchant totem, shackled him down and kill off Smuzo Boy as Lifestealer falls. It's wasted life, catching another play onto the Zeus as Rechi trying to escape, but I don't think they have much of a chance as the Sprout does nothing. They'll just sit on top of Nature's Prophet, or strike him down and kill him off.
What do you do at this point? I don't know what you do at this stage. There's just, Neb was able to do everything that he was able to do, and he's not even the highest net worth on the team. That's the Meepo. The Meepo's been able to, largely just farm by himself unabated, and the rest of the team have got all the pressure from the shaman's ult, then the
Chonka Quill
the threat of the.
looking to connect onto the back as they will just turn back onto Smuzo Boy. And as a big play onto the Life Stealer. As Nick Offlane Man might die here for Gerba is just holding them back as the Burrow Strike up the center combination. It's right there. It's perfect. I was just about to say it's available, but he's just going to use it. Jonquil looking for a triple kill. Can he get the Ultra? As they're just chasing down 7 onto their base. There isn't not much escape from Neb, as that will be a godlike kill streak for the Ember. And add insult to injury, Flerma Gerba is ahead of the whole Dire team in terms of farm.
That's absurd.
I didn't expect to see a game like this today.
I wasn't sure. I didn't know anything about Nexus, but I knew a lot about these players, and it's not.
Flerma. And he caught out with the Sprout. The Shaman might die here due to the inherent damage, but Nick Offlaner, man, he could just keep on right-clicking right there and then get that retaliation kill. At least Nexus boys are at double digits now. I guess that's a positive.
Yeah, I mean, they were able to get a
In terms of kills, as Crazy Monkey will go down in this action. Just as well, 35-10 now on the board. As everybody poops, still trying to struggle and get that phylactery up and running. Get something jostling for them to go in this game, as that Desolator on Smuzo Boy would also be quite useful. But getting these kills is quite tough.
Okay, you've sprouted Neb, who has, you know, remnants, sleight of fist. It's whatever, you know. What are you gonna do? Like,
Ooh, another turnaround.
What?
Hex in with the global silence, but Neb doesn't care at all. Or Offlane Man coming in with the Echo Slap. It just cleans up the 3. This Wasted Life is just more than happy to just click down this tier 2 tower. It's their second one in a row, and they could just keep on marching all over this map, not losing any objectives so far. 22k net worth in the bag. They just keep on styling.
yeah, this. I think that anyone watching this series, I think you need to make sure that you don't let them have Meepo. You might also want to consider banning this Ember, but
Going forward, another Hex play. Crazy
heroes.
Monkey is just gone. As out goes the Ravage. In the meantime, 7 will still die, as so will Rechi. Smoozo Boy all alone, everybody poops. Coming back under this tower. Still with the Rage. Infest is available onto the Zuso Boy, but not with a Burrow Strike. Going out, Neb will take the triple kill right there. Rooted down, held down, they're just gone. The team wipe is theirs, and all they needed to pay was Flirma, as their whole team now, in terms of net worth, is ahead of the enemy team.
Taking the outposts, taking the Tormentor on the enemy team, just why not? It's there.
That's not okay. The whole team, in terms of net worth, is ahead of the enemy.
That's absurd.
That's
Yeah,
like a clean graph. Like how good do you have to be to get that? I've never gotten that in professional play.
Yeah, this has just been really clean from the really clean on the side of the Robins. Even with Neb, maybe showboating a tiny little bit. He's still
He deserves it.
within his limits.
Neb just deserves it. He's just gonna jump out with the remnant, throw out himself out of the sprout, and out he goes. How do you catch this guy? Cleans it off with the Yules. He's about to go back in with another round.
Yeah, and honestly, I think what, there's 3 of them there. They might, with everything, maybe kill him, and then okay, great. There's still 4 of them on the other team. You just have to use everything. Like the fact that they were able to get their Ravage and the Thunder God's Wrath off, and I don't think anybody on the side of Robin's died. I think there is a very. I honestly wouldn't blame Nexus for GGing out in the next couple of minutes. I'd rather they didn't, because I want to see, some more wild plays. But I honestly wouldn't blame them at this stage. This is rough.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
He's just.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's the only way I can describe that.
It's like literally Zeus walks out into the lane, walks out.
Goes down, but in goes Nick Offlane Man, another Echo, just in their face, an Epicenter just to clean them up. It's a double kill for Chonkaquill.
They all grouped together, and Nick Offlaneman just said, "Omaya Wamo."
I've been waiting for this all my life, like right there.
A collective Nani on the side of Nexus game in there.
What is 7 doing? Actually, no, sorry. What is Neb doing? No. Come on, just leave the man alone.
Yeah, this is bullying.
Nah, this is abuse.
I'm half expecting to see that Sully and Nick's video playing straight after this. You remember
Someone
that?
should call the UN to somehow stop off the boys. You know.
This is ridiculous. This is. Just
another play with a Burrow Strike. Everybody who's getting caught out. Crazy Monkey still going down, but the Zeus managing to escape for now. Eventually still dying to Chonkaquill in the end. The Smoozo Boy's also gone with Aegis on Wasted Life and Mega Meepo available. I don't see how any of this will turn back, as it's 50-12. Another jump could be there. I mean, it is there from Wasted Life. There goes the kill. And in with the reaction. Ooh, Thunder God's Wrath doesn't get a kill. That
Both
is
supports
dismay
living on
right there.
barely any health.
And they're still just standing there. They don't care. They're Magurba. No wanting to... Oh, no, it doesn't have the bomb anymore. As they're rooted down, Zeus goes down. It's another double kill for Neb. As they'll just clean out the enemy base. Wasted Life wants to keep on playing. We'll go for the tier 3 towers instead.
I don't know. Didn't realize that the Robins had magicians on their team because they just made those heroes disappear.
That is for sure. It's like watching Penn and Teller's show back in the day. Oh, there's a Ravage. That's a nice attempt at a play, but Reggie will die. As I was about to say, Smoozo Boy's going dead, but where's they get the Nature's Prophet then everything else? We're still waiting for it.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
No, it's just...
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So you're even inviting them up onto the fountain, but they're just unwilling. They just want the tier 4s instead. I'm guessing.
This is all
like,
you can do in a game situation like this, really,
I guess
isn't it?
taunting the enemy is fine.
It's not even that they're taunting, it's more a case of...
Whoa, what is that?
just-
Mega Meepo play coming out from Wasted Life. He just tossed himself on there onto the enemy as Chocolate Quill goes up onto the high ground. Still setting up kills for Wasted Life. The Meepo is thinking of the fountain dive apparently as Neb will pull them off, get Smoozo Boy on top of it. And they'll just kill them one by one at their doorstep. As 7 still having a bit of
Rampage?
fun.
Rampage
There's
coming?
the GG's.
Rampage
No
coming?
Ravage anymore. It's
Oh,
gone.
we need to kill them before the there he is.
It's
Come on,
gone.
come on, come on, come on!
It's gone. Oh, the Rampage eventually.
Yes!
They called the GG. I guess they canceled it just to get that Rampage off. But a 62-13. It is going to be Wrexham Robins to just take this best of one here. With a very, very convincing performance in 26 minutes.
I honestly think that in that situation, Nexus did the best possible thing they could do in that situation and just memed on it. It's like, yeah, come on, we know we've lost this. Just, you know, make light of the situation. Honestly, like that's, you know, the banter is a big part of what I love about this scene, and we just got a nice little moment of that then from Nexus. But yeah, Robin's just absolutely dominant that game. Really, there's not really much else to say, really, is it, Elias?
Yeah, I mean, the top lane was looking a little rough for them, but overall, at the end, like, you know, they just turned a bit more resources on that one. And then, of course, with Wasted Life just farming away, only one death on the Meeps over the whole game was the one where Richie, you know, threw the urn on him, and then he couldn't escape with that one Meepo. But
Yeah.
overall, it's just clean Dota coming out from Wrexham Robins.
Well,
As-
that's what a 10k player playing Nepo looks like, and it's scary. They cannot let that. They cannot let that through in any other game.
And don't even get me started on Neb. Like,
No, that's
Neb playing this
honestly
game
scary.
was something else for sure.
I honestly would want to give Neb if we were doing player of the match, I think that 100% goes to Neb there, because the amount of times where they were 4v1ing him, he was just living, and at that point, the fact that he'd given them that much information meant that even up top, like that moment where they picked off the Zeus with the Sand King ult, they know they can get away with that because, well, they've just seen the other 4 heroes and they're trying to kill an Ember Spirit who's just dodging it all. But yeah, just really clean play. I'm also really impressed. I wasn't sure how it was going to go for them. Obviously, I've played plenty with them. The support duo of Flurmagerma and Nicole Flameman. I was really impressed with their play and their rotations. Fleur making that rotation to the top lane at like, I want to say it was like 6 or something minutes to
Nah, I
help
think it was a
with the
bit
double
earlier,
kill.
like four,
Yeah, it was.
or
Yeah, you're right.
five,
It
or
was
something like
even
that.
that.
But it was
Getting the double kill.
it was really good. I mean, just the fact that as a support you can make so much impact, that your net worth is higher than everyone else on the enemy team. I can't express how good that is for Wrexham
Yeah, that's
Robbins. Like having this kind of duo making the rotations and then just committing into the fight. Nick Offley with the 2 huge echo slams as well.
yeah.
Just setting yourself up for success all over the map. This was just outplay at its finest coming out from Wrexham Robbins.
Yeah, the end of that game, the highest net worth was the Tide Hunter at 7.7597. Nick Offlingman's Earthshaker had 8820, and he was the lowest on there. So like that's bleak. That's
That's
so
very.
bleak.
I think bleak is just such a beautiful word, but yeah, not so bleak for Wrexham Robbins, and of course for today, I do believe that is the end for us. As of course, we are going to be back week 2 soon enough, so don't miss us that much. But yeah, just great overall. Welsh Dota all the way. As yeah,
Yeah.
Luciano, thanks for the opportunity. I'm sure we will need to knock out those pubs we mentioned during the break.
And remember, everyone, ESL Birmingham is coming up soon, and we've been seeing all the brewmaster themes, so they know it's going to be a drinking major. So
Hell yeah.
any of y'all Welsh Esports League fans out there, you let us know. You let us know if you're going to be at Birmingham, and I'm sure that we will be able to. I'm sure we'll be able to arrange some kind of trip to some public house of some description. It's yeah, I have no idea whether there's any plans for anything like that, but if not, I'm making them.
We're making them for sure. Keep on watching. And I guess that's it for tonight. Thank you everybody for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, it's been a blast having you, man, and I'd love to have you back again someday.
Gotta work on that.